What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, of all of the rumored projects left for Marvel Studios, they've either yet to confirm by official announcement or de facto debunk by not announcing them at all. Still looms the possibility of a World War Hulk franchise, one that's been rumored since late 2021 and picked up a ton of steam last year when we saw Skaar and some of the other elements of that story play out during the events of She-Hulk. Now, as those rumors and reports flourished at the end of last year, another character in NAMOR was officially making his debut in Wakanda Forever, and when Marvel Studios President Kevin Fiege was asked on the red carpet point blank if we should expect a solo NAMOR film anytime soon, he jokingly responded, "We'll see, depends on this," as if it depended on the character's success in that film. What he should have said is, we don't have the rights for NAMOR, nor do we have the rights for Hulk, two characters that, if they eventually want to see themselves in a solo project and on the silver screen, need to secure the distribution rights from what's now owned by Comcast, the parent company for Universal. And that's where we pick up with the Wraps article today under the headline, City Thinks Disney Could Trade Hulu for the Hulk. Analyst sees possible sale of 67% Hulu stake to Comcast, including the rights for Marvel characters Hulk and Namor. And if you think that title and subtitle are only a little confusing, let me assure you this article is no less such. So much so, it led me to do my own research on the Citigroup analyst and the publishing they made. There is a way forward for Marvel and Disney that they may look to navigate in order to secure these rights, which, like I said, are integral to them being able to do full distribution on solo projects. We're breaking down the latest, what it says about Hulk and Namor rights back at the MCU, and the one huge caveat to all of this, how Marvel Studios could circumvent them and do a Hulk World War project even if these rights don't come to Marvel. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is a couple of months away to coincide with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Again, all you got to do, be a sub, leave a comment, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so as I said moments ago in the prologue, if you were to just read this article by the Wrap, you may find it super confusing. I'm going to go ahead and break it down as simple as possible. Number one, the rights for Hulk and Namor are currently still over at NBC Universal under the parent company Comcast, so any of the reports and rumors we've even done here at the channel from industry insiders who mentioned that Marvel got those rights back and secretly have been false. And what that ultimately means is that Marvel Studios cannot do a solo Namor or Hulk film without distribution rights being retained by NBC Universal and eventually distributed on Peacock, not Disney+. It may be even more complicated than the current deal they've got with Sony or Spider-Man. Even using that as a blueprint, it may not be worth it for Marvel, who can use the characters in other films like they did with Namor and Wakanda Forever, to even bother doing a solo project if they don't retain the distribution rights. Now, moving forward from there, an analyst at Citigroup, a futurist who looks for major deals in the industry, sees one on the horizon, and it's based on this. Under a previous agreement, even though Disney owns 67% of Hulu, the other 33% is owned by Comcast, and as early as next year, 2024, Comcast can pull the plug and make Disney buy out that other 33%. Basically, at any point after next year, January 1, Comcast can serve Disney with a huge bill. And that may be the impetus for them to go ahead and sell the remaining 67%. So instead of having to buy Comcast out, perhaps sell the rest of it back to Comcast. And while it's sort of hard to tell exactly what Hulu is worth, they make about $10 billion a year. So the price tag for something about 67%, we're talking multiple tens of billions of dollars, which would give Disney an opportunity, when talking about that much money in a deal, to also secure the rights for Namor in the Hulk. But what this analyst is proposing means that the rights secural that is put forward in that headline, hey, they're going to trade Hulu for the Hulk and Namor, is only predicated on if Disney decides to sell their lion's share of the company, their 67% share. And well, yes, having to pay a bill for another third of a company you own may be the impetus to go ahead and sell it. And yes, considering the person who owns this third that you may be selling it to has the rights to two of your biggest characters that you actually have a cinematic universe for, it looks like all of the dominoes are in place. But it's only if Disney sells. So it's important not to get excited thinking Disney is out there pursuing their rights on their own in a separate deal, but there is good reason this analyst, because he is who he is, believes they're going to sell, and it's based on the fact that they brought Bob Iger back to solve money troubles. We've already heard about the major cutbacks across different departments over at Disney looking to save a ton of money. So when this bill comes due, it may be at the worst time. It may be exactly what they need to go ahead and sell the rest of Hulu, and they've already got their own streaming service in Disney+. Speaking of which, that may be the huge escape route here if Marvel Studios decides not to sell Hulu, or if they never choose to retain those rights. Of course, we'll be locked out of ever seeing Namor in his solo movie or Hulk in a solo film, but it doesn't preclude them from possibly being in a TV show. It's often been said, depending on exactly what the rights agreements are, that those characters may be free to be on a solo Disney Plus TV show. Not only would those agreements for the rights have made way before really streaming services were the thing that they are now, but also, it's often been said, again, depending on the exact details of their agreement, that animation and TV rights are completely separate, which leaves the door open, and as we had heard from some of the original rumors, for them to do a multiple-part World War Hulk series on Disney+. Although I gotta say, when I think about the size and scope of that film and what I would expect for the CGI and storyline, that really feels like it would be much better suited for a movie. Also though, and just being a pragmatist at this point, now knowing from this article that they don't have the rights, and also knowing there are so few limited dates left for films between now and Avengers Secret Wars, I think it less likely that if we are going to get World War Hulk, that it has a place on the silver screen anyway. I also think it's less likely it even has space between now and Avengers Secret Wars. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below. Does this bum you out in any way, or are you happy to continue seeing these characters in other stories like Namor, we know now confirmed for Avengers 5? And especially for all the rumors about these other Hulk characters, I think they're still going to do something with Bruce Banner's arc. And honestly guys, the way he's been Professor Hulk and for so long now, there's only one other way to go. That's all the way back past Savage Town. I'm really hoping that's what they choose to do. Regardless if we get World War Hulk, I hope we get to see him completely mean and green sometime before he goes out of the MCU. But those are my thoughts. As always, you guys let me know what you think down below. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we're still giving away a PlayStation 5. The next milestone now is the giveaway for Guardians of the Galaxy in just a couple of months. If you want to be entered to win, all the same rules will apply, always to giveaways at the channel. All you got to do is be a subscriber, so hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment on this video, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on, and as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, under the name All Fires. I appreciate you checking my music out. Thanks for checking this channel out. I also want to take an opportunity to remind you guys, anybody can use anybody else's photo. There have been a lot of scammers on YouTube, on my channel, and all over the platform as of late, and I don't want to punish you guys by not doing giveaways, and I've already set the filters to as strict as they can be for comments and still allowing you guys to comment as well. So if you should get a spammer comment on my channel or any other YouTuber's channel, or really any platform for this matter, because I've seen them on Instagram and Twitter as well, remember to be safe, don't give anybody information, and please don't give anybody any money. No YouTuber will ever ask you to contact them on Telegram or WhatsApp. No YouTuber will ever ask you to pay for shipping. I certainly don't. None of the YouTubers I know do. So please be safe, and if you should get one of those comments, report them. You're doing a huge service to the entire platform, as YouTube will delete those accounts as you guys report them, and you're helping me out. All right, I love y'all. Be safe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.